Good morning, guys. Ke re the relationship di re paletse rona re batla tjhelete jwale. So we're back in the markets, man, as we usually are. Back in the markets. So today, I think my key focus would be. I think I'm going to touch on currencies today. As I'm touching on currencies, we're probably going to go back on US 100 as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make one long video or if I should have videos in bits and pieces. So have a video on Euro USD and then have video on GBP USD and USD JPY and then have one on Nasdaq. But I'm gonna try to be quick, straight to the point, simple, and all of that, so that we get it very clear. So just a bit of a reminder. Don't forget, I'm a pure price action guy. I don't do indicators. I don't do any of those crazy things. I look for my swing highs, swing lows, price action, Fibonacci retracements, um, your usual patterns, your candlesticks, formations, and all of that. So we're gonna go back, look for opportunities using the same methods as we usually.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, guys. Ke re the relationship di re paletse rona re batla tjhelete jwale. So we're back in the markets, man, as we usually are. Back in the markets. So today, I think my key focus would be. I think I'm going to touch on currencies today. As I'm touching on currencies, we're probably going to go back on US 100 as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make one long video or if I should have videos in bits and pieces. So have a video on Euro USD and then have video on GBP USD and USD JPY and then have one on Nasdaq. But I'm gonna try to be quick, straight to the point, simple, and all of that, so that we get it very clear. So just a bit of a reminder. Don't forget, I'm a pure price action guy. I don't do indicators. I don't do any of those crazy things. I look for my swing highs, swing lows, price action, Fibonacci retracements, um, your usual patterns, your candlesticks, formations, and all of that. So we're gonna go back, look for opportunities using the same methods as we usually do. So we're gonna try to make this as simple as possible. Guys, trading isn't that hard. So I used to use MetaTrader. I think I still like it. MetaTrader, I like it because one, it has a lot of amazing features. Everything is easy to find, easy to navigate. But I've also kind of grown fond recently of TradingView. I'm still trying it out and see how it goes. So I'm using the free trial here. Hopefully, if I find it worth paying for, maybe I can get the full feature. But for now, I'm still a MetaTrader guy. So um, let's go. Let's get right into it. I think we're gonna start off with daily time frame. So today I'm gonna try to go from daily 4 hours and at least get in 1 hour as well. So hopefully I can. Maybe I need to break this videos because it might just be too long. So yeah. Um, so in our daily structure, as we can see, we have all this, right? It's been going down. You see? In my MetaTrader, I have all this thing sitting here. All this thing sitting here. Here, it's my watch list, and then everything I have it on top there. It's not hidden. It's not just there. Here, these things they like to complicate things. That's why you guys run from trading, chief. Because you guys are thinking, yo, look at this. Now I have to find the arithmetic what and what. Here, if you don't know terms of these things, but anyway, never mind that. I talk too much. Sorry. So we're gonna look at the first. I was gonna try to target this around here, but I feel now it doesn't play any role since there has been changes around it. Like for start, firstly when it went down, its first retest level was around this area, which is a very good support and resistance level, since it had a first touch and a second touch and nearly had a third touch there. So it means currently would be chasing this area point here. Let me put a trend line around this place, because the first trend line would have been here. Let me show you quickly here. And then how we knew it was changing direction was after it broke up. It broke here. So it went up up until here. So this is previous data. As much as I said maybe I was not going to pay attention to it, I just thought maybe I should, simply because you understand how the previous data would influence the current data as well. Because don't forget, with price action, what's important is for you to be able to study the previous data, observe the current data, so that you can be able to predict the future data. So we have this. Hey guys, this pop-up adverts, I'm just gonna leave them there. We have enough space to work with on the other side, so it's fine. Because every time you close them and something else pops up, you close it, something else pops up, so it's a bit destructive, right? So we have this here, right? And then we have another support level here. So with all of this, we have our swing highs and our swing low. Our last swing low would be somewhere around here. Very straightforward, very clean, simple. It doesn't need a lot of things. So because we knew once it went up all the way here, we were looking for more buys, but it had to break the previous low they had. So it didn't break, it failed, and it went down. It retested, tried to go up. So the pattern here would be it never goes to the previous higher high. So like, yeah, it failed to break the previous higher high they had here. So therefore, it meant it was still going to continue to go down. The same way here. Once it got halfway through, on the previous low that we had here, no, previous high that we had here, it failed to continue to go up. Instead, it continued to go low. Same with here. But here the difference would be started to showing at least a good momentum for the upside. So don't forget, this is a daily time frame. So therefore we're going to break it down into smaller time frames. So however, our focus is going to be here. So this is what we looking at. So again, with the bigger time frames, it's not really important to get all the touches that you want, because I feel that with bigger time frames, sometimes you would think that you only have one touch or two touches, but in a smaller time frame, when you go to see there, you get to find out that it actually has had 3 to 4 touches there. So the bigger time frames, you're just looking for your swing highs, your swing lows, market direction, which is it an uptrend or a downtrend, and which direction we're heading overall, and then what does the whole overall market structure is like. As you can see it, very straightforward. Seems like it's about to turn around from the sell trend to now getting into a buy trend. As we're already seeing, we have an uptrend on this side formulating here. So our assumption would be it's going to continue to go in this manner up until it breaks either that side or it breaks this side to more downside. So if it does go down, it can give us a V formation, a W formation, sorry. So this could be simply just an up, down here, last retest, and continue to go up all the way. But now that's future assumptions and all of those possibilities and whatnot. The best way is to focus on the current market. So you have a previous data to give you currently what's happening, and then you're going to have a current data. That's why it is very important to go into 1 hour. 1 hour is going to make it very clear as to where you should enter, not just based on overall assumptions. So as we continue to break it down, you see, clean chart, simple, straight to the point. Now we go to 4 hours. Look at that. Even with 4 hours, it's becoming clearer and clearer and clearer. We're still in an uptrend, a small uptrend. So with this small uptrend that we're currently having, we can see here, like I said, remember guys, I told you that with one daily it was only having about 2 or 3 touches, right? But with this one, the smaller time frames, you see more touches there. It's 1, 2, 3. And don't forget, because it's 4 hours, this took more than 4 hours to actually happen. Also, this took more than 4 hours to actually happen. This was a 2-day move. So because of that, we can certainly confirm this as actually a support area. So we are looking at a possible buy for today to the upside to at least around 1.03631 levels. So I don't think I need to add more trend lines here. I think here we just need to look for consolidation to decide whether, there it is. So don't forget, I also mentioned that consolidation is very important to show us that the market is now in a stage where it's undecided whether it's going up or down. And then you group your candles to be able to decide whether those candles are telling you if there's more strong momentum to the upside or more strong momentum to the downside, right? However, with currencies, as much as I still use percentages, I use them a little bit different to tell me in which direction do we still have momentum towards. So in this case, it's on a 0.000. So we can say it's unchanged since the market opened. So because of that, my assumption is if it's to go up, it can go up at least about 1%. If it's to go down, it can go down at least about 1%. So in this way, I'm saying we have opportunities for either direction to be able to complete in 1%. So in currency, I don't wait for it because sometimes it would go 1% in one direction, unlike indices. So currencies are more stable, are more reliable. You would never find spontaneous movements like you would in NAS. NAS is very spontaneous. It's like those girlfriends who would cheat on you and just, blame it on you. Like, baby, I cheated on you because you don't give me money and you're broke. And so focus on you, bro. Focus on you. Make money. So I'm giving you a simple way to make money so that you focus on yourself, right? So we have this area here, consolidation. So because we have this support area around here, we have our first touch, second touch, and we have our previous touches that confirms that we're still actually pushing for the upside. We have this uptrend that confirms us that we're still also going up. So we have more than 3 confirmation that tell us, and we still have enough space to say that we're going to be going in the upside. If we were to go in the upside, we still have about 1% worth of short to actually capitalize on. So because of all of that, for me, if I was to take a trade here, I would be taking a buy. I think actually I should take a small buy here. So I'll keep you guys updated on how my trade went. So I'm gonna be taking a buy here at least for the London session and see how it goes. So I'll also see in 1 hour how it looks like. So yeah, we have all our indicators or our confirmations as to which direction we're taking and why we're taking it, and if it was to not go in our way, what would be the next move, right? So let me show you how I would personally trade. So if it was to go down all the way here, because this is the next support area, if it fails here and it breaks, if it gets here, I'll probably be holding a loss. I don't like stop losses. Stop losses, I only use them when I have big lot sizes. So therefore, guys, please manage your risk. Know how big your account is. Know what you can handle. Because I can simply wait for it to get here and it still decides to close. So that's why I don't use stop loss, because I don't take trades that makes me feel like I need to go to the toilet every 30 minutes. You know those trades where if it goes down, you suddenly feel it in your stomach. Bad trade. If a trade makes you feel constipated, it's a bad trade. So I try to avoid constipated trades. So I focus mostly on trades that I know if it was to go wrong, how can I best capitalize on that move? So if it was to go on the opposite direction, for me, I can hold longer. So because I'm going to add a very small trade here. So if it goes opposite direction, in fact, once it gets here, I know at least it has to come here to retest. So therefore, I'm going to add more trades from here. Once it goes back into my loss, which now would be followed with maybe 2 or 3 trades in profit, so the loss will be nullified. Woo, the English. So the loss will be nullified. So it means I'll be in profit. But however, if my trade goes right, it will just go right. So I would have one small trade going into profits. So either way, there is no losing. So we need to create more opportunities for ourselves in this financial market. So you see if you properly manage your risk, it gives you an opportunity to be able to see as markets are coming up different. We have different time sessions, we have ranging market, we have your inverses, we have your double bottoms, your double tops, you have all these things, and they all come with their own opportunities. So it's very important for you to manage your risk so that you take advantage of almost everything that the market offers you. With proper risk management, you're able to take advantage of most things that actually happen in trade in the markets. So I see I talk too much, guys. So I'm gonna focus on Euro USD only, and then I'm gonna do GBP USD, and I'm gonna do on their own analysis. So here, once we're done with this one, I'm gonna close this one, and then we have another session again. So now that we have established 4 hours is also confirming what we saw on our daily time frame. We're just simply gonna go to 1 hour to look for more specific areas for our entries. So if I was to add another trend line, as we break it down, I think we can break it down just a little bit more, just to get more clarity now that we're about to enter. Right, we are now doing it on 4 hours. So now Siyabangena. We are in the 1 hour. 1 hour. Finally here. This is our entry level, guys. This is our entry spot. This is where the money is. This is where we start saying, yeah, no, today I want to take it. Tomorrow, yeah, I'm making it. But anyway, let me be serious. I talk too much, guys, and I apologize for that. But you guys will get used to it. It's fine. You'll be fine. So I have a last one there. I was actually planning of entering another one here, but I feel if I was to enter this, I would rather be in it for a long hold than I am for a small movement from there to here. Okay, my daughter has a weird tendency of singing while she's asleep, so I apologize for. Okay, I don't apologize for that. She's my daughter. Many people can say they're sitting at home making money for their daughter while their daughter's out there singing. So I can't apologize for that. I apologize for her being too cute because, yeah, I make other people feel some type of way. Okay, guys. So yeah, now that we've actually broken it down to this level, we are seeing we're still at the support level. We have this box right here to show us our consolidation. So here we kind of have a very big consolidation, but I think we're actually trying to go up and to these levels, right? So it's very important once you get to 1 hour, your 1 hour area, unlike your indices and your stocks. I would say my advice here to avoid holding for a very long time. You can even break it down to a 30 minutes time frame, right? But look at your previous highs and your previous lows in 1 hour. try to add a trend lines around your previous highs and your previous lows like I just did here, and then from the structure that you just built from the daily time frame and the 1 hour the 4 hour time frame, get closer to it. You are still within the daily time frame and the 4 hour time frame. Look at where you're starting to see your potential entries, and then from where you see your potential entries or your last support and your last resistance, the last closest one to each other. And then after adding your last support and your last resistance, you start to look at, if you were to enter here, how much would it take for it to move from that last support to the last resistance. Like for instance here, right? I'm looking at this as my last resistance level, and this 1, 2, 3 is my last support areas, right? I was going to add another trend line here, but because it already broke above this trend line here, it means this big trend line from daily is valid because the next touches happened exactly on top of it. So this would be my last support because it works in conjunction with this one. So therefore it means the next buy should be from here up until here. However, I'm a bit concerned with this 1, 2, 3 because we're seeing a lot of rejection from this side. So it could potentially try to at least get back here before it continues to go up. But market is not about sitting there thinking about it for a very long time and all of those things. I'm seeing a possible turnaround for a buy market. Also, I did say we're in a range. We're in a long term buy market from daily and 4 hours. So because of that,